Well, good morning, Snow Blob. Just thought I'd come and say hi to you on my way to the next adventure here. Boy, you are just a shadow of your former self, aren't you? You can see the girth that you used to take up there. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. It's 30 degrees, it's below freezing, so that's good news for you. And it's cloudy, which is great news for you. Look at this, more geese. 2 adventures in a row, we get to see some geese. How weird is that? Alright, have a good day, Snow Blob. I hope to see you again soon. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels the Second. And today's message is going to be all about starting over. Sometimes in life you think that everything's going to go a certain way. This is my life. This is the way it's all set up. And then things change. Something happens and you find yourself starting on a brand new path. It could be a lot of different things. It could be divorce. It could be losing a job. It could be losing weight. It could be positive things, winning the lottery. All sorts of things can happen in your life that take you from where you are right now, where you're comfortable and where you think, hey, this is what my life is. This is just it. And then turns it all around and you wind up repurposed into something brand new. There was a time in my life, 10 years ago, let's say, I never would have imagined or believed you if you'd have said that I would be doing the things that I am right now. Never would have believed you. I was very overweight. I didn't want to go out to the grocery store, much less any of these museums or roadside attractions or things like that I do. Renaissance Festival. Wouldn't want to have anything to do with any of those things. And now I do videos every single day at different places. So that's what the message is today. Repurpose yourself. Sometimes you have to do it just on your own. You say, I'm not happy with where I'm at right now. I want to go somewhere else, whether you have any of those outside influences that we talked about or not. You could say, hey, this is not cool. I need to make a change. You can do that. You can become something completely different than what you ever thought you would be. And so that's what the message is today. And to go along with that, I thought we'd stop by a little antique shop. Check out some things that, objects that maybe at one time they thought their destiny was to sit in a guy's end table for the rest of their life, and that was just it. But now something has happened. Either the coffee table got thrown out, they got new knickknacks, they got sold in a garage sale. Now they're at an antique store looking to start a new life. So we're going to check out an antique store and see what kinds of things are waiting to be seen on camera. So this should be interesting, you guys. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. And come on with me, let's go see what there is to see. And so we have found an antique store that is open here in St. Paul, and this one is Wescott Station. It is open. I went to another place, it was closed. I looked for some other places online, they were closed. Because today, I'm a week behind you guys, today is actually New Year's Eve, and apparently it's hard to find these places that are open on New Year's Eve. So, but I can already tell this is gonna be great. Super great. And then look at down there. I'm glad we showed up because this is a cool area of St. Paul. And there's St. Paul's Cathedral right there. And then look at these great old buildings that are still around today. Look, they have this old jug out front. We're still outside. And these pots, another Superman, and Wonder Woman. They've got this cool, authentic Frosty the Snowman. An old trunk here, and check out this old style sled. That is awesome. All sorts of cool things in the front window. And I remember when we used to have mugs that looked a lot like those. Except they didn't say Stroh's on them. But very cool. And they even have a front window display with a whole bunch of taxidermied animals. Mostly birds. Look at that. Absolutely cool. Got an old duck over here. And the baby Jesus, apparently. Sitting right next to the deer there. Hello and welcome to Tommy Travels the Second. And you are Wally Wescott.
Right.
And are you the owner?
Yep, I'm the owner. We've been here 41 years. We're starting now. Mm-hmm. And people say, how did you get the name Wescott Station? Mm-hmm. There was a town called Wescott. My great-grandfather had a farm. Mm-hmm. And they had a school there and a stop for the railroad out by Egan. So when he opened the shop 41 years ago, we kept the name, except we called it Wescott Station.
That is awesome. And this place just looks beautiful. There is a lot of cool things to check out. Look at that bike up there. My goodness. Wow.
Here's one of my ball players here.
Jack Morris.
Yeah, Jack Morris. I had him pitch when he was 17 years old. And of course he went into Cooperstown in August, which is a nice story.
Wow, that is awesome. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to Tommy Travels the Second. It was great talking with you.
Thank you. We appreciate your visit.
Absolutely. Wow. We came in from over here, the front door, and my gosh, this place is filled with antiques, rows and rows. Look at these old style phones right here. Did you ever have a phone like that? It's here. This is where it wound up. Look at these rotary phones. It's kind of weird. Things that I was kind of familiar with as a kid are now showing up in antique stores. I'm old. Look at these old radios. Zenith radio. At one time, some kid bought that brand new and thought, this is the greatest thing ever. Or this one, look at my green radio. They thought they'd always have it forever, and look where it is, right here. Looking to be somebody else's brand new purchase. Wow, look at that. And there's something you don't see anymore. A payphone. And this place has everything, and this is the coolest one that I've seen so far. A golf bag that is a telephone. Look, and it actually is. There's the receiver that you can pick up. That is amazing. That's the coolest phone I've probably ever seen. And look at this, there's a whole nother room with all sorts of cool stuff. Look at that. Horse on the ceiling, an old plane, a sled that looks eerily similar to the one that I would ride when I was a kid. And a whole set of musical instruments here. Look at that. Little organ and guitars. And even a bugle. So they've got some cool Wizard of Oz stuff with Judy Garland. And I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too. Well, hey there, Pilgrim. Go ahead and hit like on this YouTube channel. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe. Thank you very much. And if you're a fan of Marilyn Monroe, this is a place to check out, that is for sure. And look at this old bike that they have here. Wow. That was probably somebody's Christmas present one day. And it probably rode a lot of miles if this bike could talk. I wonder what it's seen. Look at this. It looks like it's got a little light up front here as well. Very modern and convenient for those times. And there's this antique cabinet. Look at this beautiful lamp. Wow. That is cool. And if you're hearing music in the background, that is being played by an antique radio here, which unfortunately has been sold. Boy, this place is just never ending. We've got an old sewing machine over here, And you always have to remember to look up. There's always something to see too on the ceiling. Look at these old planes. And then look at this guy right here. Horse-drawn carriage. Very antique and colorful. That is beautiful. And for only $9.50 each, including boxes, you could own an Indian plate. Or 2 or 3. Look at the beautiful colors. I almost wouldn't want to eat off them. They're too beautiful, so I think I would have them for display purposes only. Look at these old typewriters they have here. An old Smith Corona. These look only slightly older than the typewriter I learned to type on. And look at this old working slot machine. Still works. You can look at it, but no matter how tempting it is to pull the handle, please do not touch. Just look at this place. And in case you do ever come here, just to let you know, there is no shooting beyond this point. Boy, just imagine, my grandfather, he was a YouTuber as well, and he had to walk around with all of this kind of clunky camera equipment. That must have been a lot tougher back then. Well, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. It's been another successful episode of Tommy Travels the Second. We got to see a lot of stuff today that is waiting to develop a whole new life than what it started out as. And definitely come down and check this place out if you haven't already, because it is amazing. There's so much cool stuff in here, and it's never too late to start a new life. And so, you guys, if you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel, and go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it. Do all of that kind of stuff. Helps support me and gives you future updates on videos that are yet to come. And once again, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to catch you on the flip side.